Yo, 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 what's good, family? It's your boy, 8 Face, the Muddy Professor, and here I go back again with another video. Yeah, last video I left off with these three letters here, right? I spoke about how I came to the conclusion that the whole 26 letter alphabet could be broken down just to these three letters, right? Now I'm gonna show you something that I learned when doing this. And it's wild. And I'm gonna show you through like a story. All right. So for instance, let's picture Adam, right? This being Adam, this being Eve, and let's say that this right here is when they got together. This is what they made. We're gonna call this creation, but we're also gonna call this God, because Adam and Eve also. I'm gonna show how they represent the male and female energies of the universe. All right. So let's go to the Bible, to the story of creation, and it says that God made Adam first, right? So let's pretend that this actual letter is Adam, okay? And this is Adam's body. Let's say this is Adam's body. So the Bible says that God took a rib from Adam and he created Eve, okay? So if you're looking at Adam's body, right about here is where like a rib would go, right? So like this is a person, right? Right about like where their ribs would go, right? Right about here, let's say that's where Adam's rib would go, right? So, hold on. Let's take Adam's rib from him. Okay? So when we take Adam's rib, this is what we're left with. Okay? Now, if this is Adam, Adam is also male. He's a man. And female is the opposite of male, right? And look, you see how the female is the opposite, right? And I say when they come together, they create creation, like they created us, and they created also, what I'm saying is the male female energy is also God. All right. Well, if you look here, I want to explain a couple things real quick. This symbol right here is the blade. This is a thousands of years old symbol. I'm not making this up. Of male. This is a symbol that has been used for thousands of years to represent a man. This is called the chalice. This symbol has been used for thousands of years to represent woman. Okay? I'm not making this stuff up. You see how I kind of rubbed it out accidentally, but you see how the A and the V, right? A and the V. Okay? I tell you that when they get together, they create the X. And as you can see, we have on top the chalice and we have on the bottom the blade. These two represent the male female energy. Do you know for thousands of years also this shape, the X that we call the X, has represented God for certain civilizations of people. All right? Including the Jews. Look what we have here. We have the female, the chalice. We have the male, right? And they come together to create the Star of David. This also represents the same thing as the Chinese yin and yang symbol or whatever. But I promise you that this also is an abstract symbol of this here, the sun, because this would be the actual like sun there, right? Think about it like this: when the male and the female energy come in contact with each other through intercourse, this looks like intercourse. This right here just looks like a union, right? But this looks like intercourse. When they come together, right, they create a child, right? So that would be the actual SON, sun, right? And this is the rays shining in all directions, right? Just like the sun. Okay, this is literally the same symbol. So I'm not making this stuff up, but when look, Adam starts with A, right? A is the first letter of the alphabet. Adam was the first human being. From Adam came Eve. Okay? Now, in my last video, I mentioned how V or Eve used to be a vowel as well. She's a consonant, but she used to be a vowel. And I also explained how vowels can make words on their own, but consonants cannot. But Eve is special. Eve was special, right? So when we bring Adam together with Eve, we actually have Ava. Why that? Because, like I said, Eve could also be a vowel. And why can she? Because she has a little bit of Adam in her. So Adam together with Eve creates Ava. Well, I tell you this. In Hebrew, Ava means life or lively. This is true. Look it up if you don't believe me. Okay? Okay. Now, I want to tell a little story. This is still with the story of creation. In the Bible, it would say that Adam and Eve lived together in the garden. Okay? But inside that garden, the serpent was there. Right? The serpent makes a sound like S, right? Like a S sound, right? The X, you have an X, and at the end of it, you hit a S. So the serpent was there in the garden with Adam and Eve. The serpent was there, just like in the story. Now, if you think about a serpent, and you think about what it looks like, it looks a lot like the letter S. The letter S makes the sound just like a serpent does too. Okay, I'm saying that to say this. When you consider that the union together was God, all right? Look at this too. Like when you look at this, it's God, but I'm telling you, it's also creation. Okay? So when you add, like, let's just say we add the sun, right, to that. Look at it, looks like a person with their arms up, legs spread out, their arms up in worship. Okay. Right? Eve was there. She was there. She was right there, right? And she heard that she was tempted by the snake. Now, when you realize in our English language, when you add an S to the end of most words, it turns one thing into more than one thing, a plural, right? Together they were one. This is the Holy Trinity, right? Because this is like the Father, Son, and the Spirit, all in one. All in one. Spirit representing, the chalice or whatever. If this is the Father, then this has to be the Spirit. And then this all together creates the Son, which is the Holy Trinity. Okay? So Eve was here too, in the garden and in the Trinity, and was tempted by this and went off. Now I'm gonna say this, and when you look inside these categories, right, you'll find C. C sounds like S a lot, and in a lot of ways, C too is a serpent. C is also like a serpent. Man, I think my marker's drying out. Okay, I'm trying to make like a snake in a C shape. Okay, C is also a serpent, right? Now, hold on, I'm gonna change markers. So once upon a time too, I'm gonna say this. In the shapeshifters as well, we have the letter H. Now, once upon a time, please, y'all, Google it. It's you will find this on Wikipedia. When you're looking for the shapes, right? Because like they really break down. And I know a lot of people say, oh, Wikipedia, but they break down where the shape comes from. And this is like true. It is true, right? So H used to look like that, right? Like a bridge. I bring all this up to say, when we hear the story of Adam and Eve, oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. When we hear the story of Adam and Eve, and it says they were in the garden, and the snake tempted Eve to eat of the fruit, and she ate of the fruit. Ate sounds a lot like H, and I'm gonna say this: H is also the 8th letter. It's 8, right? So she ate of the fruit. She followed the snake and ate of the fruit. All right. And this is, and then the story says then Adam, ate also, and this was their fall. And they were kicked out of Eden, out of the garden. Okay. Now I already told y'all how. Okay, I already told you about Ava and how it means life, right? And God is life. When you think about it, God is life. Okay. All right. So Eve followed the snake. I'm gonna say in this instance that the snake is represented by the sea, and she went over that bridge that I told y'all about. And ate of the fruit. Okay. Now, when you add the snake with the bridge to Ava, right, on either side, because we know that Adam also partook, you know what I mean? This word in Hebrew means breathe. I'm not making this up. She ate of the fruit, right? H. Followed that snake, the sea, and ate of the fruit and took breath. That was life. I'm telling you that life is the forbidden fruit. All right? Okay. So when she did that, the snake, he went off on his own, right? And Eve then became Hava. All right, excuse me, because I'm trying, Chava became, or Kava, really is Kava, because that's how you would pronounce it. Kava became Hava, mother of life. Well, Hava is literally the Hebrew way you say Eve. It is literally means also mother of life. I'm telling you, through this story, through the code, through what I've seen, through looking at the letters and their connection to each other and all that, and going back to the story, I can see in many ways, because I've had this question before. Hold on, I want to explain something. I've had this question before. How was it that woman came from man when every man that I know came from a woman? This is how. Because the male energy created the female energy. Together, they were this. They created God. Okay? It was the female energy that first partook of the fruit of life. Okay? She partook of the fruit of life. She breathed the air. That's what made the living being. Okay? She breathed, she had took breath. She was the first one to do it. And through that, she became the mother of life, right? She, in a lot of ways, was the first virgin birth, because she birthed herself into creation first. Through her came Adam, the baby, the child. That was Adam. That's how he partook. That's how he ate of the fruit, and how he ate after her. Okay? And he was not deceived. The Bible says that Adam was not deceived. It says that Eve was, because Adam came through Eve. He didn't come, like, she was the one who followed the snake. She followed the snake. Okay? When the snake left and did his own thing, this is who she became. Okay? It's all in the letters. It's all in the code. All right? So, when breaking all that down, we can plainly see that Eve was the first to take life, to have life. And once she had life, virgin birth, through the virgin birth, she created the son. Now let me say this and let me show you something, because this is amazing. Okay? I'm going to say this. I'm going to tell y'all this, and I'm going to claim this. The Bible says that God made man. He made man male and female. I'm telling y'all that man is not a sex. It is the animal that we are. This is who we are. We are the beings that we are. We are man. Okay? And we are both male and female. And a woman does not exist at all until either a man is having intercourse with a woman. During that actual act of intercourse, a woman exists. Or when a woman becomes pregnant. And after she's pregnant, she's no longer a woman, but she becomes a mother. Okay? Now, it's in the code. It's in the letters. And I'm going to show y'all. Right? So, like I said, that as I told y'all, we have, wow, I'm sorry, excuse me. We have male and we have female, right? Now, when I tell you, the only time that a woman exists is when either a man is having intercourse with the female, a male is having intercourse with the female, or she's pregnant with a baby man. Okay? When you take, hold on. When you take a woman and you put a man inside of her, take a female and you put a man inside of her, you get a woman. Okay? But I tell you that afterwards, after she gives birth, she's no longer a woman, because she no longer has the man inside her. Because in intercourse, either his penis being his little Adam, his penis, or a baby man, he leaves a baby man within her, his seed, and then she becomes a mother. Okay? This here is like two legs, okay? And then this is the baby coming out from between the legs, okay? She becomes a mother, all right? Now, with male, we have male, right? Once again, this is the legs. And that's the penis hanging between the legs. All right? Y'all think I'm bugging? Okay, hold on a second. I want to show y'all something. Just a second. Just give me a moment as I clear my board. All right. So, the three major religions that we have is Muslim, Jewish, Christians, right? Well, I'm going to say, for the sake of argument, that this will represent God. All right. If you pay attention, this image here looks like a man prostrated, right, on the ground. We know that Muslims, they pray like this. They prostrate themselves with their heads on the ground. Look, this looks like a man with his knee on his knees, right? With his hands stretched out and his head up in prayer. All right? And I've seen Jews in this position before in prayer. Christians, when you go to church, a lot of times the pastor will tell you to bow your head in prayer. This looks like somebody with their head bowed in prayer. Okay? Look. All right? Muslims pray this way. I've seen Jews pray this way. I've seen Christians pray this way. It's all in the code. All right? Yo, there's more. There's way, way more. But this video's too long already. I love y'all. It's your boy, A.E.P, the Money Professor. And it is to be continued. Once again, I hope y'all peace and blessings. And until next time, peace.